Hello gang, how we all doing? Welcome to Monday morning. Man, I'll be honest, I'm trying to keep my energy up, trying to stay into good routines. I read a good article this morning by Michael Silver from Uber Bar Tools, and he just put together a real simple 15-point plan on how to stay involved with good habits, productive habits, and not falling into bad habits during these times. But we're all in a different sort of state of being right now. Some folks are still going in and they're the only ones working the kitchen trying to do takeout orders, and others are shuttered completely looking for things to do. And I'll tell you, I've sent out a couple emails to all my clients over the weekend, and I'm going to catch you up here on video on one of those, and then I'll do the next one probably tomorrow. But the first thing occurred to me last week that I was trying to communicate like crazy. I think you over communicate in a crisis. I think that's a huge component of successfully managing through a crisis. So I was really forward focused on my clients and my business. And I had forgotten really to bring along the family, hadn't been communicating to them all too well. And frankly, I realized on Thursday I hadn't talked to my employees since the previous Thursday. It'd been a week. So I had gotten all in, my own business here about what I was trying to accomplish, and had forgot to bring some people along the way. So I thought, good opportunity. Maybe there's other people that are missing a segment in the work. So I thought I'd talk about a few different phases of communication. You shouldn't be bored right now. There's a lot of work to do, not the least of which is calling all your creditors. And we talked about that in the previous video, so I'm not going to relive that. But if you're not pounding away on the phones to all your creditors to make arrangements, make sure you're doing that. The second thing that we talked about in a previous video, you should be pounding away on legislators. We should already have phase 3 done. This morning it should be on the news what's going on for phase 3 distributions and relief, and guess what? Turned into a bunch of political bullshit. So no bueno. We got to get to work, pound away on people, make sure they understand the realities of the situation, everything you need to know about how to contact your representatives is in my previous video on doing just that. It's not hard. I even have the letter written for you. The next piece is make sure, like I mentioned, that you're talking to staff. Make sure that you're letting everybody know, even if they're not getting a check. Don't let that keep you from making phone calls to people that are really vital to your business. If nothing else, check in on them, see how they're doing. You may only have a handful of people, or you may have hundreds of people. Communicate in some format to everyone to the very best of your ability. People are looking for guidance and reassurance. And if nothing else, knowing that they're not alone in this thing out there really matters. So don't retreat within yourself on this stuff. The next piece that I mentioned was social media. I get an email every single day from Jimmy John's. Every day, Jimmy John's reminds me that they're delivering, that they're in business. We need to do the same thing as small independent restaurant operators, to remind people that we're still in business, or remind them we're not in business and this is what the world's going to look like when we get back in business. Stay top of mind. You may want to post old photos, right? Go retro. Remember these times. Put it out there. Can't wait to get back. We're going to introduce a new product. We're going to introduce a new cocktail menu. Just start building up some expectations about what your place is going to look like when you reopen, even if it's just the same old stuff, but it's the same old good stuff. We miss you too. Anything like that, get it out there and stay top of mind on social media. So I'm going to keep it brief. I'm going to also attach this in a document form. So if you want to print it out, if you want to share it with your team or share it with anybody, you can do that. You'll find that in the description below. And otherwise, stay strong, my friends. We're going to forge forward. Take care.